Merhaba arkadaşlar, herkese tekrar selamlar. Evet, kaldığımız yerden devam edeceğiz şimdi. Geçtiğimiz derste kaldığımız yerden. Evet arkadaşlar, en son geçen üniteyi bitirmiştik ve şimdi dediğim gibi Review and Consolidation bölümünü işleyeceğiz ve daha önce yaptığımız bazı bölümlerin tekrarını yapacağız sizlerle. Şöyle bir bakalım şimdi. Tourism statistics diyor. Okay, now we are going to complete the questions about international tourism in China, then match the questions 1 to 7 with the answers A to G. Okay. Şimdi arkadaşlar bakalım burada sorular var. Bu soruların başına hangi soru kelimeleri gelecek? Onlara bakacağız. Ondan sonra da cevap olarak aşağıdakilerden hangi soruya bağlı onları bir göz gezdireceğiz. Tamam mı? Okay, one. Blah blah international visitors did China have in 2010? Okay. Which one can it be? What can it be? Blah blah international visitors did China have in 2010? Ne soruluyor burada arkadaşlar? Ne soru kelimesi gelecek başına? What should it be? It is going to be how many, right? How many international visitors did China have in 2010? Okay. Two, blah blah did China earn from international tourism in 2010? Blah blah did China earn? How much, right? How much did China earn from international tourism in 2010? Three, blah blah is the most popular tourist attraction. The most popular tourist attraction. What? Right? What is the most popular tourist attraction? Blah blah is the Great Wall of China. Great Wall of China. Çin Seddi. How long is the Great Wall of China? Five. The most visitors to China come from. Come from. Where? Right? Where the most visitors to China come from? Six. Blah blah are the world's top tax-free shoppers in Europe. Blah blah are who are, right? Who are the world's top tax-free shoppers in Europe? And seven, blah blah does a typical Chinese tourist spend on shopping? A typical Chinese tourist spend. How much, right? How much does a typical Chinese tourist spend on shopping? Okay, now we are going to match these questions to the answers below, okay? So, how many international visitors did China have in 2010? So, we are going to choose an answer with numbers first. So, E, F, and G just are eliminated. So, the number of visitors, so euros can go, miles can go, dollars can go, and what is left? 56 million. How many international visitors did China have in 2010? 56 million. Okay, two. How much did China earn from international tourism in 2010? How much did China earn? Okay. So it cannot be 744 euros. It's a ridiculous number for it. So it is going to be 46 billion US dollars. D. Yes, two matches with D. How much did China earn from international tourism in 2010? D, 46 billion US dollars. Okay, three. What is the most popular tourist attraction? What is the most popular tourist attraction in China? I think it's quite simple, right? It is E, right? The Great Wall of China. Great Wall of China is the most popular tourist attraction. Four. How long is the Great Wall of China? How long? So it is going to be, obviously, C, right? 8,850 kilometers, which is 5,500 miles. Okay, so 5, where do most visitors to China come from? Where do most visitors to China come from? We need a country. It is F, Japan. Many Japanese people visit China. Okay, 6. Who are the worst top tax-free shoppers in Europe? Who are the worst top tax-free shoppers in Europe? Well, it is the Chinese. And 7, how much does a typical Chinese tourist spend on shopping in Europe? Again, it is obviously A, 744 euros. Okay, then. It may look easy, but let's do it. Checking and confirming. We are going to complete expressions for checking and confirming details very quickly, okay? So, blah, blah, do you, blah, blah, your surname. It's Bryent. So, what's the question? How do you spell your surname, right? How do you spell your surname? It's Bryant. 2. I'm sorry, I didn't catch that. Blah, blah, you, blah, blah, that number, please. I'm sorry, I didn't catch that. Something about a number. Can you or could you repeat that number, please? Can you or could you repeat that number, please? Sure, it's 472-890-112. 3. What is your email address? It's elena.newman blah blah gmail blah blah com. Nasıl okuyacağız arkadaşlar? It's elena.newman@gmail.com. @gmail.com. Okay. And 4, could I blah blah those credit card blah blah again? Yes, fine. Credit card. Could I have? Could I check? Could I take those credit card details, right? Credit card details again. Could I have those credit card details again? All right, then. Let's move on to the next one. We have jobs in the tourism sector in this table, in this box. And we have tourism sectors, 4 tourism sectors below: accommodation, food and beverage, transportation, and recreation. We are going to match these jobs with the correct tourism sector, okay? Let's take a look at the jobs first. Concierge, driver, entertainer, executive chef, flight attendant, front office manager, housekeeper, pilot, restaurant manager, shore excursion manager, tour guide, and waiter. Okay. Shore excursion manager. Shore excursion manager. Arkadaşlar bu kısaca Shorex de deniyor buna. Shore and excursion birleşiyor. Shorex manager'da denildiğini duyabilirsiniz. Shore excursion manager. Gemilerde, gemi turları, cruise tarzı gemi turlarında mesela gemiler limana yanaştığı zaman o kıyıdaki, yanaştıkları limandaki limanda o liman turlarını düzenleyen müdüre verilen bir isim arkadaşlar. Okay. So, concierge. Which tourism sector does it belong to? Concierge, accommodation, right? And we have driver. It belongs to which sector? Transportation. Very good. We have entertainer next. Which sector does it belong to? It belongs to recreation sector. Then we have executive chef. Which sector does it belong to? Food and beverage, right? Next, flight attendant. It goes to which sector? Transportation. Front office manager. Ön büro müdürü. Front office manager. Accommodation, right? Next, housekeeper. Which sector does it belong to? A housekeeper, again, accommodation. Then we have pilot. Pilot belongs to transportation sector. Restaurant manager, food and beverage sector, right? Shore excursion manager. Well, it belongs to recreation center. And tour guide, which sector does it belong to? Tour guide, again, recreation sector. And we have waiter, and it belongs to food and beverage sector again. Okay, let's move on to the next exercise, okay? We are going to complete the adjectives to describe people here. Okay. Well, some letters are given, so we are going to try to find what they are. One, people who talk to people in a way that shows they like them. So what is that? How do we describe people like them? It's friendly, right? Friendly, friendly. People who talk to people in a way that shows they like them. Friendly people. People who are funny and interesting. Funny and interesting. What is that word? Looks complicated, right? Actually, it's not. It is entertaining. Entertaining people. Funny and interesting people. Entertaining people. Okay. People who are methodical and plan well. Methodical and plan well. What kind of people are they? What is that word? Organized. Organized people. They are methodical and plan well. 4, people who work quickly and effectively. Quickly and effectively. What kind of people are they? Quickly and effectively. Efficient, right? Efficient people work quickly and effectively. 5, people who like to meet and talk to new people. What is that? What kind of people are they? People who like to meet and talk to new people. Outgoing. Outgoing, right? Outgoing people like to meet and talk to new people. And the final one, people who have a very positive attitude. People who have a very positive attitude. What is that word? Positive attitude. Enthusiastic. Enthusiastic people enthusiastic people have a very positive attitude. Okay, then. I'm going to skip this present simple and present continuous exercise. Now, we have this. We have a puzzle here. We cannot write them down, but we can read and find out what they actually are. Okay, we have a crosswords and downwards. Let's read the crosswords, okay? And try to figure out what they are. 1, a thin book that gives information or advertises something. What is that? A thin book. Thin book that gives information about something or advertises something. What is that? It's a brochure, right? It's a brochure. Okay. Second word. A short journey arranged so that a group of people can visit a place. Short journey. arranged so a group of people can visit a place. What does it called? It's an excursion. Excursion. Okay. The next one is 5. When you suggest or recommend what someone should do, when you suggest or recommend what someone should do, what is that? It is an advice, right? Advice. Okay. So, a piece of paper which gives you information or advertises something. Just like number 1, but number 1 is a thin book, but number 6 is a piece of paper, just one paper. So it's exactly like it, but it's just one paper. It is a leaflet, okay? The next one, the activity of seeing places of interest. An activity of seeing places of interest. What does this activity called? It is called sightseeing, right? Sightseeing. And the next one, a popular place to visit or activities to do. You want to visit a popular place when you go somewhere, or an activity to do. You want to join an activity to do. Okay, what is that? It is called an attraction. Okay, and downwards. We have in total 4 words here. The first one, a holiday for a few days, is called a few days, like a weekend, right? What is it called? A short break. Okay, a holiday for a few days is called a short break. The next one, blah, blah hours. Times when a business, like a restaurant or shop, is open for people to use it. What hours is that? Times when a business, like restaurant or shop, is open for people to use it. It is called opening hours. Opening hours. Bir yerin açık olduğu saatler. Şu saatle şu saat arası diye yazar ya. O işte opening hours. 4. Places that are interesting for visitors to see. Places, a place that is called sites, arkadaşlar, sites. Places that are interesting for visitors to see, sites. And the final one, something that has been organized, like a festival or sports competition. Something that has been organized. Festival, sports competition. And this is called an event. Event. Okay then. Well, we have a comparative and superlative exercise here. Let's do it quickly. Well, Venice is one of the blah blah interesting places in the world. One of the most interesting places in the world. However, the summer can be the blah blah, parantez içinde, bad time to visit. Ne olacak? Can be, however, the summer can be the worst time to visit. It's sometimes very hot and humid, and there are a lot of tourists. The blah blah, parantez içinde, near airport is Marco Polo Airport. The nearest, değil mi? The nearest airport is Marco Polo Airport. The Ali Laguna water bus from the airport costs 15 euros and takes 75 minutes to get to St. Mark's Square. Hiring a water taxi is much blah blah, 30 minutes. Much, nasıl yapacağız? Faster. Hiring a water taxi is much faster, 30 minutes, but also ne olacak? More expensive, about 100 euros. Much expensive, yes. Hiring a water taxi is much faster, 30 minutes, but also more expensive. Because Venice is on a lagoon, water plays a crucial role in transportation. The vaporetti, which means water buses, are generally the blah blah way to get around. Ne olacak? Generally the best way to get around. There are also blah blah than private water taxis or gondolas. Ne olacak arkadaşlar bu? They are also cheaper. Değil mi? Cheaper than private water taxis or gondolas. Acqua alta, high water, is a fact of life in Venice. The water level occasionally rises and floods the squares and streets. This usually happens in the coldest months between November and January. You can get an Acqua Alta map at the tourist offices at the railway station or St. Mark's. This shows you some blah blah and blah blah routes. Nasıl diyeceğiz burayı? This shows you some higher and drier routes to take during the flood alerts. Evet dedik ve arkadaşlar zamanımız doldu. Evet, bundan sonraki alıştırmalarımı da önümüzdeki derste yapmaya devam edeceğiz arkadaşlar. Tamam mı? Evet, o zaman bir sonraki dersimizde görüşünceye kadar lütfen kendinize çok dikkat edin. Hoşça kalın. Kendinize iyi bakın.